Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Elissa Helfrey, and welcome to Mystical Shiz, y'all. We're just going to give everybody a couple minutes to hop on. I want to say if you do not see this live sign up in the corner, the red live, that means that this is a replay. However, replay watchers, if you are catching me and it's a replay, please know that no matter what, I always set the intention that you hear something you need to hear, whether you're being read or not, whether you're live or on replay. So please feel free to hang out. There is good stuff in here, I promise. If it resonates, it was absolutely meant for you. Jasmine, hi, Toko. Hi, thank you guys so much for being here. I want to remind you this is a public space. So that means there are public people who can get and message you. If somebody should message you and say that they have a reading for you or a message for you, please ignore that. I do my best to keep the trolls and the fishers out of here. They do get through sometimes. So if you do happen to get DM'd before I get to them, please let me know. And I apologize. I'm so sorry about that. And thank you guys so much. So who am I? I'm Elissa Helfrey. I am the Prismatic Heart Intuitive. I am a certified intuitive reader, multidimensional channel, and intuitive life coach. I'm currently only doing these lives as I am recovering from an accident. So I'm not taking any clients for a few weeks. However, that doesn't mean I won't, not for a little while, but I'm just giving my brain a chance to heal while still playing in the realm of spirit. So I hope you guys understand, and thank you for always hanging out with me. I'm so excited to be here. Hi, Jasmine. Hello, hello, beautiful. Lisa, hey, babe. So glad to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go down in the feed. Hi, Michael. Welcome, welcome. I want to remind you if you are on Facebook, you're welcome to not let StreamYard see your comments if you're just going to be hanging out and playing around in the Facebook feed and listening. If you do want a reading, I ask, however, that you allow StreamYard to see your links by clicking on it, and I'll the link, and it'll say StreamYard.com/Facebook, and then just click the banner that says allow StreamYard to see your Facebook comments. That really helps me get it all in one place. Thank you, Michael. I am feeling a little bit better, slowly but surely. These brain things are no joke. Like I have like little scars from everything else on my body, but man, that brain takes a while to heal, doesn't it? It's where all of our circuitry is, so that makes sense. Okay, you guys, let's get started. Go ahead and drop those questions in there now. The more specific the question, the more specific the answer I can bring through from spirit. I do want to remind you that this is a multi-platform reading, so I have a lot going on, and I do lose things in the feed because I'm trying to keep track of multiple platforms. So if it should be a few minutes, you've put in a request. I don't go in order, so and the reason for that is because, like I set that intention at the beginning that everybody hears something they need to hear. Spirit always shows me who to read because they have a message for someone else as well. So, like if you're listening and it resonates, it was absolutely meant for you. So go ahead and dump that in there now and then put that in there later in like 10-15 minutes if I don't get to you. I'm hoping we can get to everybody today, so let's get started. I will shut up with that stuff. And please, my link tree is above. If you hit the link tree, you can get into all of my social media platforms. Like, subscribe, hit that notification information so that you know the next time we are going on. Yes, Jasmine. Hi, babe. I see you. Yes, of course you can have a general reading. Come on down. All right, Jasmine, take a deep breath in, babe. So what I will do, if you haven't read from me before, just bear with me, Jasmine. If you're new, I will ask you to take a deep breath in, and that allows me into your field. And then I call your team forward by saying your name 3 times. If you do have a avatar name up here, it may take a minute. There's just some resonance that makes it really easy to click in with a name, because that's who you are. You are your name. You're not your name, but you are your name. You know what I'm saying? All right, my friend. Come on down, Jasmine. Take a deep breath in, babe. Call your team forward. Jasmine, can I have your team step forward, please? Ooh, okay. They're showing me some stuff, so let me go through this. What does that have? What can you show me what that? They're just showing me like a TV screen. What is that? But there's nothing on it. So I'm waiting to see where they're going with this. All right, nothing. All right, can you show me in a different way what you're trying to say, please, Spirit? Thank you. This is funny. Okay. It's usually the opposite, but you have been so dialed in lately that you need to take some time to like they're showing me Netflix now. Like take some time to relax, let go, watch something stupid, watch something funny, watch whatever it is that you know, some people like true crime to relax, whatever works for you, but do watch something that's not real. You know, they're actually like even more no true crime, something that's not real, like something that's definitely made up, fantasy, things like that. Like it's you need to get out of your brain for a little bit. It feels like there's a lot going on. It's overwhelming, and it feels like and this is me just being in your energy. I feel a little bit foggy, like my brain isn't working correctly. So it's like it's hampering being able to get your intuition information through. So like I've never had a spirit team say, "Hey, tune out and go watch Netflix," but there you go. Tune out and go watch Netflix. But they're really being like offering this to you so that you have a chance to relax. It feels like your mind is going 10 million miles a minute right now, and and you need to check out. You have to be able to let go. You have to you in, especially in particular, and this may resonate with a lot of people, have so you're connected to so many people, so many things all the time that it's draining you. And so it's like watching something stupid and checking out is absolutely okay as long as you don't like abuse it, like anything. It's like having a glass of wine is okay. Once you start drinking and lose your job, that might be a problem. You know, drinking every waking minute, lose your job, that's a problem. But like using it as a tool to relax is definitely something. Like if you can check out, I really get that it's like this checkout thing. You need to check out for a little while, like leave planet Earth and just go and allow yourself to be, your body to be, and allow that gentleness to wash over you regardless what you want. You're giving yourself this time, and so giving yourself this time to really check out of reality is important for you. And you know, normally I'm like no dissociation, but it's because that can lead to problems. But for you, you're completely the opposite, which is like you're always involved. And so it feels like there's so much going on, it can kind of overwhelm things, and your thought process just seems to be a little bit thicker, a little bit less clear, a little bit harder to pull things through. And they're showing it to me not like my brain, but because my brain's like that anyway, but really like taking time for yourself is really important right now. Okay, and I should warn you guys, ever since the head injury, and I'm even more sweary than normal, and these are not the sweary readings, so I apologize if I get all fucking sweary up in it. All right, yeah. All right, my friend, let me pull you a card. So taking some time to disconnect is going to be really important for you. So that, I mean, it's literal self-care, but they're your card is coming to life. So apparently, yes, you need to you've got big coming to life is a card about big things happening. See how she's changing from stone into this beautiful person. So she's changing from this statue into real life. So it's kind of like Pinocchio. You've got stuff going on and things happening, but you need to rest up from it. You need to disconnect from your life right now and all of that stuff that's coming through, and just because you need to just do it. You need to give yourself a break and not be involved in everything all the time. So something beautiful is being born in your life. So born, you know, you got to rest up and get ready for that. When you're having a baby, it says, when you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you shed skins and identities and created new ones, or at the very least matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with our own. Isn't that the truth? This card indicates that a long held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you could possibly imagine. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. So, you know, it's interesting as I'm reading this. Hi, Marlene. Thank you. You made it. Yay! Interesting as I'm reading this. Just in regards to your reading in particular, that last bit, that when where was I? Oh, sorry, I was wrong. See, all you have to do is show up. So it's like you're being told to rest before this is coming on so that you're ready for the big stuff, the good stuff, all that, rather than us being exhausted by the little things in life. Make sure that you are powered up enough to be able to handle all these good things. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Appreciate you being here, beautiful. I'm going to disconnect from you right now. Hi, Cindy. Oh, my goodness. Let's see if we can't help you with that. Cindy says she's feeling spiritually plugged up. All right, Cindy, take a deep breath in with me. Whew. All right. Cindy, can I have your team step forward, please? Ooh, like my whole left side, which is our divine feminine, feels like cement. It feels slow. It feels clogged up. I feel you when I'm in, definitely the left side. I mean, it may, unless you're extremely clairsentient, you may not notice it, but I feel so much more on my divine feminine side for you. Like that's our receiving side. The male side is the doing side, the pusher, the doer, the get stuff done. And the receiving side is the female, think about our parts, right? So, uh, and we all have both. And that's the thing. We're supposed to be a balanced. I mean, we one baby, but we're supposed to be balanced in all ways. So I really feel like being open to receive, don't push so hard with this. It really feels like you're pushing, and the trick is, and this sounds weird, it's like because we're taught to do, get, go, is really being open to receive and allow the divine to come into your life. I don't know if you have any shungite or tourmaline or any sort of black crystal that you could wear on your left side. Like I wear these bracelets, and one of these is shungite. I love it. I also have an evil eye bracelet if you have any of those, just for protection from energies and things like that. But that should help any extra. And this is also how we move energy in our own bodies. We receive on our left side, which is the divine feminine, and we give with your right side, which is the male. So it's like this balance. It's this balance regardless what we're doing. It's not just about gender. We may just be a bigender species, but it's way more than that, because we may have male or female, but as you've seen, how much of that shows up runs the gamut between everybody. So being okay with not doing something is going to be hard for you, but I think like interesting theme. Okay, like not doing stuff. Interesting. So that just clicked. Allowance. I would like allowance, surrender, things like that. What are you hanging on to that is possibly blocking the free flow? And it feels like it's heavily male, as a divine masculine, or masculine, which is pushing, going, da 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 da. Feels like there's this tape in your mind that keeps telling you have to do, and so you're constantly putting energy out in different areas, whereas you should be receiving energy. So it's like you're depleted. It's almost like this part has atrophied from this side, has atrophied from not getting enough love. So I mean, it may be self-care, it may be, whatever it is that you're not doing, that you stopped doing, that as you started, if you can go back and really remember when you started feeling like this and what was going on in your life, it will give you clues as to why this is happening and what triggered it, because it was a quick trigger. That they're just showing me it was a quick trigger, and I say trigger just because that's the word I'm used to, but something that we run into. It could even be just in passing, or we read something in a book, or whatever it is that clicks an old tape that reminds us of something, and so it feels like this need to push has really been like on 11. If anybody's watched Spinal Tap, most things go to 10, but in his went to 11. Yours goes all the way up to 11, my friend. And so being okay with not doing, with receiving, and that's hard for a lot of women, and especially mothers, because you're so used to taking care of other people. You need to find a way to allow people to take care of you, whether that, and you need to ask for what you need. Be open to asking for what you need. Closed mouths don't get fed. And if you need somebody to delegate to help, do that. If you need somebody just to listen, do that. If you need, but share, pull those people into your life. Allow that, especially those when you hear divine feminine, those people that you think of when I say divine feminine, those are the ones who you're going to want to bring into your life right now. And that will help. Like whatever you need to do to remove this block is going to be all about, I'm working on you as we're talking, just so you know. Trying to move through some of the blockages to your heart from your arm. And I definitely feel like this walled my heart chakra. So it's like, ooh, it feels like it was something so fast and so sudden that just clicked this old tape in, like that you didn't even notice. And it just started this kind of downward spiral into this funk that you feel. But like really doing the stuff that lights you up, that brings you spiritual joy, is what's going to give you that click again. You need to do the work, but also inside of you. And when I say do the work, I mean out. We're not outside pushing. We're pushing things to happen. We're not inside pushing things to happen. We're inside being open and surrendering, but still looking at the situation and what is going on with that. The shaman stream, okay. But you have so much generosity in your soul. And so I can see how this must happen to you a lot. And it's funny, in my other group, and by the way, you guys, if you ever want to join the Facebook groups that I belong to, that I do readings to, they're also in my link tree. But I do a reading right before this in another group. And we did, you guys hear me talk about, or it was in the Light Shine Lab, like talk about the calling back energy, but we like really did the meditation that I do. If you belong to that group, check that out. And it's from today. Ooh, interesting card. The Stranger card, Curiosity. And what I'm getting for your particular reading, it's like, so I just want to show you the card close up because it's really cool. But like there's, what was I going to say, Spirit? Thank you. Can you give that back to me? So there's really a need for you to be more mindful of your energy right now too, because you give so much of your soul and things like that it seems like a duh to you. Of course I'll help, but it's feeling detrimental on an energetic level. So that's number 53. It's Curiosity is the card. The other, moving past fear of differences, curiosity and acceptance. Ooh, interesting. All right, beautiful. There you go. All right, pull it back so you can see it. There you go. The stranger moves through the world in a shroud of darkness that often elicits fear, rejection, and uncertainty, as the danger of the unknown defines its very presence. Yes, there is a veil of separation between you. Look closer and summon the courage to remain open to what you might find. You may be conditioned to look only for what mirrors what is safe and known to you, refusing to entertain any concept of other beyond something to fear. In order to broaden your world and your experience of it, you must refute the illusion that sameness is the only way. Nothing you expect externally matches up with the other, and you're challenged by your own inexperience, but don't miss this opportunity for learning. Something extraordinary is being offered to you now if you remain curious and teachable. Allow the newness to envelop you as you explore the possibilities. This is a departure from your expectations, but the stranger has come to invite you to dance to a new music, a new tempo, a new sensation that will add more dimension to you and what you create as a result. Now is the time to leave room for other points of view, other ways of seeing with humility and grace. This is a defining moment. Take the risk. Life is like a precious diamond with many facets, not just one. Ooh, that's beautiful. So you've got some special stuff coming your way, my friend. That's exciting. Thank you so much. All right, let me just disconnect. Hello, Jen. Hi, Tracy. Pull me closer. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Want to say hi, Felix and Felicia. I'm guessing you're Felicia. Afia, hi, babe. Hi, Sherry. Tracy. All right. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Hi, Tiff. And Julie. Everybody needs a Julie Bassett. I'm telling you guys, if you need an animal communicator, she is your go-to. Go-to. All right, Felicia, you are standing out, babe. Let's see. Come on down. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Felicia, can I have your team step forward, please? I shouldn't assume that you're Felicia, but. Ooh, what was that? All right, I'm getting the feels. Hold on one sec. They're giving me something clairsentiently. Like my whole right ear just plugged up, so let me feel into that. Something you're not listening to. What does that mean? There's something that you've been hearing that you don't want to hear, that you don't like, but it has to be heard. And blocking it out is not keeping the energy of it away from you, is what they're showing me. Like, please be open to listening to this person and the idea. And it may not even be a person. It might just be like a block in your intuition, because they're not giving me a specific type of person or feeling like this is a specific type of person. But there's something you're not listening to. Just be open, to listening and mulling over the advice or whatever it is you're being given. You have free will at the end of the day to do whatever you want, but they're really like there's something that you're not listening to, but there's something else. One sec. So this is really weird. I see all these silver beads like wrapped around you, and I'm trying to feel into what that is. It's like I'm getting this weirdly Buddhist feeling about these beads, that like this is kind of it's like wrapped you in worry beads almost, well, worry beads would be Islam, but it's got this very Buddhist feeling, this very comfortable feeling. My journey kind of started in Buddhism, so I'm very familiar with the feeling of being in that Buddhist way. And it's so comforting and calming. And it's like it's trying to wrap you in this calmness. So know that, whatever it is that you're not listening to, or whatever, it feels like you have some walls up to protect yourself. But there's this calm beauty that's been gifted to you by one of your guides, and it's these silver beads, and they run around and they kind of wrap you in this field. And so they do feel like worry beads, though, to me, almost like you could reach out and almost use them. With worry beads, they count like depending on, like, there's beads everywhere in the world, Hindu, Islam, Buddhist, Asian, whatever it is that you're, but but I really feel like there's this beautiful silver is very, very much like, if you have silver, they're like, wear silver. Silver to me right now feels like a color that it can be very calming for you with everything that's going on. What are you showing me, Spirit? Hold on. Your team's funny. It's like I keep getting like different snippets from different guides. So everybody wants to talk. Everybody wants to talk. All right, I have another guide stepping forward. Apparently, you've needed some of these messages. That's why they're coming forward, because you weren't listening. So they're trying to get these through. You need to take better care of yourself too. It feels like you're running on empty, and that's part of why you're being gifted these kind of safety beads. They feel like like there's this comfort and this protection in these beads that I don't see an end to them or a beginning. It's just like this one forever strand that just kind of wraps all the way around you. And they're trying to protect you from yourself and from just energetic. You feel very energetic to me, like partially protecting your field and partially like calming you down and making you feel safe. So anytime, it's weird, I see you reaching out into your field and kind of doing this, like you're, you know, making them tactile, almost feeling like they're real, like using them as worry beads. You can even just move your fingers in your lap. You know, nobody needs to know what you're doing, but you know, you can reach out and grab these at any time. And it feels very much like a soothe, almost like, for what is it, a pacifier for a child. If you want to, like, or even get some silver beads like that you could like rub on and to remind you that that is there. It really feels like they want you to take better care of yourself, and they're protecting your energy until you can get back up to 100%. So like really being just cautious of taking care of yourself in a self-care way. Self-care, however that looks, water, spa day, you know, walking, reading a book, just whatever makes you happy. I'm a huge proponent of finding joy in the shittiest places in the world, because if you can find a little bit of joy, that is usually the light that opens you, that opens the door. You know, that's that light underneath the door where you could see where you're going in the dark, be like, okay, we're heading that way. Finding a little bit of joy in the dark is really important. All right, a card for you. Ooh, interesting. All right, so you got a reverse card, nothing to be afraid of. That's just a different type of message. Is number 30, and it's the garden and the gate. Interesting, because I know what this card means, considering what I just said to you. So it says, if this card is reversed, it indicates that a happy choice. Let's see. It indicates the happy choice to open the door to a more spiritual pursuit. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is now here. Many people believe that they cannot live in a material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time. But you now realize that this isn't true. In fact, you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor. And when you do, you'll find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicity abounds, my friends. So you have some really good stuff coming your way. You just need to take better care of yourself and allow space for that good energy to come in. Allow space for that good energy to come in. That divine feminine stuff would be really good for you too, like practicing surrender, acceptance, bringing that good energy in while being protected from the negative stuff coming at us all the time, you know. And when I say protected is a very strong word. You know, protect my energy, oh my gosh, I need a wall. No, that's not it at all. It's just like, just be wary of, you know, we give away our energy all the time, whether we bump into people, you know, because our energy fields are huge. So people attach to us and don't mean to like become energy vampires and all that. So you know what I mean. Is there anything else for? No. Okay. Thank you so much for being here, Felicia. So glad you could make it. Thank you. Marlene, I would love to give you a reading. I saw your little comment yesterday. I'm so glad you made it. All right, Marlene, go ahead and take a deep breath in with me. I will tap into your field. All right, Marlene. I am already getting chills all over my body for you. Wow. All right, Marlene. Wow, you clearly had somebody who wanted to talk. Can I have your team step forward, please? All right, they're giving me some visions. So let me feel into this, because they're more symbolic than anything. I'm getting like clockworks, you know, like gears and all this stuff. So let me see where they're going with this. Can you show me in a different way, Spirit? What do the gears represent? What do the gears represent? They keep showing me these gears. It's like everything's in working order. Everything seems to be working. It's not like there's a broken gear or anything. So can you show me what this means, please? Sometimes your team and I just have to learn how to speak each other's language. So give me one sec. does that mean? They are giving me all sorts of symbols for you. This is bizarre. Okay, so I'm getting like a sail to a sailboat. What are we trying to say? Can you tell me in a different way? Okay. Keep moving forward. I'm getting snippets of it. Hold on a sec. There's, the gear is working, sailboat moving forward. Bring it in. Can you give me one more hint to what we're trying to tell Marlene, please? See, this is why when I do big readings, I sit with your team before we even meet so that I can get this out of the way. So I'm sorry. Sometimes they come in, sometimes they're quiet, or they do things differently than I do. That doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that there's going to take a minute. So, moving forward, what is she moving forward through? Spirit, can you show me? Ooh, they just gave me like this, and that's for a lot of us, like this 2-year period where one thing after another just kept happening for you, not for you, to you. And you started to question why, and it brought on like this almost avalanche of thoughts and feelings, and they just kind of like piled up on one on top of the other, and it feels stuck, like there's all this energy that you have that's kind of bouncing off these walls that you started building around you. And can I move some of that, Spirit? Thank you. All right. Oh, and I always forget to mention this, by the way, you guys, healing just kicks in. Spirit just turns my hands on. So if you don't want healing, put it in your note. And you can always say no if like if you decide you don't want healing and it comes your way, all you have to do is say no. And anybody else is always open to any healing. All energy is energy. It's all done for the highest good of everybody involved, including myself. All right. Can you show me the stuck energy and why? Thank you. Take that. My little spirit assistant. Thank you. Whew. Okay. We're moving some of this. Okay. Stuck energy. Yours really feels like more of a healing than a reading. It's like this. They were just giving me symbols of like pushing through, moving forward, continuing to like be part of the grind. So, but then I just felt really super stuck. Let me grab this too. So, all right, there we go. I really felt a block on your left side leg. They're giving me very many specifics. There was an energetic block. Oh, interesting. Okay. So they're showing me now, like we're talking about like the divine feminine, this is your receiving side, and we still have to ground everything into reality. It's like we could take all of the magic of spirit, but if we can't find a way to ground it into reality, and that can be energetically, realistically, however it is that you do it, but if you can't ground it into reality, then it won't happen. So it feels like there was this energetic block in the your left side, going from your arm down to your leg and out into Gaia. That's how we ground. We ground through Mother Earth, and we take in the other stuff so we're kind of like this conduit. And so I'm kind of scooping that energy out around that area for you. All right. There's a word for you today too, and that's kind of surrender. There's nothing. There's like a few different things that are coming up. There's nothing you could have done. Was not your. These are different things. So, for one thing that you've been carrying with you, there's nothing you could have done. The second thing you could have carried, they didn't know. The third one is what? What was that? Sorry. She can't control it. Okay. There's something to do with you hanging on to a sense of control that you need to surrender to. Um, it feels like another person, like trying to get somebody to do something, things like that. And that only drives you crazy. That will only drive you crazy. So like relieving that, surrendering those three things, and being okay with the fact that, you're not perfect, but nobody likes perfect. If we were perfect, life would be so boring. So be open to allowing your imperfections to come out and show the world what it is like to be a good human. Ooh, that's cool. What it's like to be a good human. I honestly don't know what I'm going to say until I open my mouth most of the time. So I love that. So be a good human. Don't give away so much of yourself. Make sure to bring that zest for life that you've had, and we're removing the barriers. I'm definitely seeing that wall starting to come down, but like clearing those blocks. You have this abundance coming to you right now that that's just kind of stuck. So once we like keep it and if you do meditation, and I highly recommend meditation, and I'm not perfect, this year has sucked. This year has sucked. I used to have an amazing meditation practice, but then life got lifey this year. But it's like if you're doing meditation, just imagine a clear channel on your left side from spirit going down into the ground, and that will help you be able, that is you energetically working on yourself and flush this out. Because I've got so many things moving. You've got a lot going on, and they're very, very talkative, but I can only do a few minutes. So I'm sorry. All right. Yes, Marlene. So you need to work on healing yourself too, but really giving yourself a break, and just love. There were many different things going in there. You had quite a few. I'm sorry. They take away the first when they give me the second, so I can't remember. I'll remember as soon as we're done. But your card is second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Ariel is Mother Nature's angel. So no mistake about grounding that into reality. Where did I put the darn book? Oh my gosh. All right. I'm fired. I am so fired. Life gets lifey. Did I say that? Life gets lifey. Sorry, I get amnesia. Like, seriously, the words come out of my mouth and I forget what I said. 36, Archangel Ariel. It says the second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself, there's that self-care piece, can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. So you've got a lot going on. Your team has a lot to say. Please feel free to come back on Monday again if you want to unpack that even more. I would love that. It's good to see you, and thank you so much for joining me, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. All right, babes. Nicole Phoenix, how you doing? Is it Orion? Orion? Is that right? Thank you. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I love that. Isabella Tiff. All right, sorry, you guys. And who's next? Is it Tokazile? Am I saying that right? That is so cool. I love your name. All right, babe, come on down. I always blow up everybody's name, so I'm yeah. Sorry, is it Tokazile? All right, babe, take a deep breath in. Oops, I'm still connected. Hold on, still connected. Whoop. There we go. All right, take a deep breath in, my friend. All right, Tokazile. Can every team step forward, please? Ooh, you're a busy girl. Busy girl. Okay. I get like there's so much going on around you. it feels like you're in this whirlwind, and you've got so much going on. You're becoming, speaking of grounded, ungrounded. So really practicing being in your dominion, in yourself. And we run dominion all the time in our 3D world, in the spiritual world, holding your energy, holding yourself as you, being in your own independent energy is really important. So, like, having dominion while out in the world is important, as well as being in the spiritual world. If you guys know what dominion is, you'd never go into a reading without, yeah, there's stuff out there. But you're just, you run your own dominion, your knowledge of you are fine, everything is good, so that no matter what is going on around you, it doesn't take you away. It can't. If you're in that dominion in your life, outside in the 3D as well as inside in the spiritual world, you cannot be rocked by whatever is going on around you. They're really showing me like rude. Ooh, what is that? Okay, what is that? They're giving me a feel. Hold on, let me feel into that. What are you giving me, Spirit? Left side. Ooh. Like left ovary area. Like, what is that about? Like in the sacral chakra area. What is that about, Spirit? I'm just getting like a sharp pain. So I want to feel into that. Make sure what I see what this is. Releasing the emotions. Okay, you've got to get this part of this grounding process is flushing out these emotions. It's like you've been so busy and got so much going on that you're stuffing stuff, and stuffing things is good for the moment, but they still have to be unpacked. If not, they layer on top of each other, and it's one energetic thing after another, after another, after another, and then it's so hard, and all of a sudden you find yourself depleted and energetically sick and things like that. So, like, being able to shed tears is so magical. Like, tears are holy water. Seriously, you want to bless yourself, cry it out, get it out. Tears are holy water, and they will allow you to release this. And the reason I'm saying like tears and stuff, this is sacral chakra for sure. They're giving me orange, all of that. Like it's okay to feel your feelings. You don't have to be this strong. I mean, there's running your dominion, and then there's standing in your dominion to a point where you're like, where you don't have to be. So you could do it behind closed doors if you need to, but whatever it is, but allow the emotions rising up for you to come out, whatever they may be, because anger has a place. All of the frustration, all of those things are still emotions, and I do not preach toxic positivity. I absolutely hate it. I think that it is bypassing, and we need to feel everything. Now, there's a safe way to feel a feeling, and there is an unsafe way to feel a feeling. But being like, there's nothing wrong with, if you're angry, screaming into a pillow, punching a pillow, whatever, to get your move and energy. That's the whole point of it's emotions, energy in motion. It's like that is what it is, and they come up for a reason, and part of that is to be released. So I'm getting like there's you're carrying this stuff that you've been stuffing that has to be released in order to get back in that flow. So really, you need to love yourself more, babe. Like, really take the opportunity to see how special you are and how important it is that you put you in front of everybody else in your life, because and ask for help. Okay, that was them. They're like, and ask for help. I think we have a theme here, everybody. We're all a little bit stuffed up on the accepting side of us. It's funny. This always works out that way. And this just, that should make you feel a little bit better that you're not alone on this journey, because it does. Like, if you go back and watch any of these, there's always a theme, and that's got to show you that you are not alone, and you are not the only person dealing with this. And I know that's probably like, well, that doesn't help, but it should help, because you are not the only person dealing with this, and you will get through all of this craziness that's around you right now, and really, really be on the other side. Like, I see you like glowing on the other side, like this amazing, like, It's like you're fresh. You're gonna fall into this freshness that has been waiting for you because you've been doing so much, my friend. The wisdom. As I drop them and spread cards everywhere, that would not be good. All right, honey. Let's see. Boop boop be doop. Can I have a card? Oh, babe, yes, I love this card because you're in the mending right now, love. You are in the mending portion of your journey for now. I mean, everything is cyclical, so we go through the spending, the mending, all of the different types. But you're currently in the mending, which means that you will be whole enough to accept all this abundance that's coming your way, my friend. Yeah, girl. Putting yourself first. It's so funny how when no matter what you put yourself first, spirit will show up with even more stuff. Like my girlfriend, we finally got her to leave her abusive husband, and I told her, I said, don't worry, the universe will come running at you. And it has, and it's been pretty amazing to watch. Like when you put yourself first, I mean, that's kind of a big example, and you could like pare it down to any little thing. But when you put yourself first, spirit will match you, always match you. It may not be right away, it may not look like what you want, but spirit will send. When you choose yourself, that is the number one reading message I get in this job, is choose yourself first. First is the caveat. Essential meanings: forgiveness, making amends, and healing after arguments. Interesting. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. Dang, all the cards are matching my words today. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memory, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Oh my God, that's me. I used to do that all the time. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends with others. Set yourself free, my beautiful friend. Set yourself free because you deserve it. Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to read you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Bernice! Woo. Awesome. Your spirit guides and you have been struggling. That's okay. That's okay. We all go through things, and I lose touch with my guides. I mean, it happens to all of us. It's not, it's not like I can tap into everything all the time. And I will tell you, as a intuitive reader, reading for myself is the hardest person to read for, because we have all those filters. And so, when people come to me saying, I can't work with my spirit guides, I don't know what to, it's like, all right, that is absolutely okay. Let's unpack what is blocking you from this spirit guide stuff. So don't worry about that. They're always there, whether you hear them or not. Know that you are always divinely guided, whether you're listening and can hear them, see them, like cognitively get them that they're there, or that it's completely blank. They're always there for you. Know that. Okay. Always there for you. All right, going back up the feet. What time is it? Holy moly, it goes fast, doesn't it? At least for me. You guys are like, no. Hi, Orijan. Is it Orijan? Beautiful. Salihi, I love it. All right, Orijan, take a deep breath in with me, my friend. All right. Orijan, can I have your team step forward, please? You have a very high vibration. Like I could just feel my energy just picking up as I'm stepping into your energy. Woo! I see you really trying to make things better for someone right now. You're really trying to help somebody and make things better for someone. And you will be rewarded for this, even though it feels like, sometimes you're giving a lot of yourself and not getting something back. Just know that your gift will not go unheeded, that you will receive the goodness that you're giving to others. And so you're really helping somebody through something difficult right now, whether you even, the funny thing about this is, like, even if we can pinpoint who we're talking about or not, know that you are helping somebody through something, excuse me. you are helping somebody through something, whether you're like, I don't know what she's talking about, just trust me, put it in your pocket, it'll come to you. But there's something that you're helping somebody through right now, and a lot of times we're helping people and we don't even realize it, just by being who you are and being in that high vibrational state, because you have this really high vibrational state, so you have a tendency to help people without even knowing it. And I know there's a lot of people who get that. Like, my friend told me once, you heal me just by being here. And you're that kind of person. You heal people just by being there. So know that you will receive it back. 100% you will receive that back, because it is that is also cyclical. We give, we receive, we give, we receive. And the more you give without like being a detriment to yourself, the more we receive. So I'm definitely getting like this huge, like you're in the bottom part of that gift. It's so weird. It's like giving takes so much out of us, even though we want to do it. But and we get depleted towards the end, but you will be refreshed, you will be renewed, you will be given the gifts that come with giving yourself so freely to somebody else. So know that that is coming for you. And it may feel like you're exhausted and things are tiring, but know that the work that you're doing right now, your guides are coming forward to really let you know that just by being you are helping this person so much. And so they will be thanking you. You're in the work right now, which is funny, because they show me it's like having a beer after work. It's like, there it is, that's why I was working all day. It's like there's that refreshment. It's like, as I say, as I'm the recovering alcoholic, where'd that come from? Maybe that makes sense to you. But like that after work, that beer, that whatever it is, that you do the work, you put in the time, and then you get the reward. So you are currently in that work period, but know that this is something that is divinely guided and beautifully watched by your team and spirit and your higher self, all the angels, all those people. They're coming, like, and thank you. So keep doing what you're doing, and know that it is coming your way, and it will be paid back. Is that what you're trying to get me to say? It will be paid back. Yes. Okay. All right, my friend. Let me give you a card. Boo, boo, boo. The One Ring Circus card. All right. Number 15. You are capable and competent. Yes, you are. The One Ring Circus. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time, when you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin. You're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships aren't always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative, but you can achieve anything at this time. So, like, when it comes to like you helping somebody, though, that boundary thing was standing out to me. So make sure that you have pretty clear boundaries with the people in your life, because like I said, you're one of those people who just heals people by being there. And that could take a lot out of you. So like boundaries will probably be your best friend. Boundaries will be your bestest friend. The bestest friends. Thank you, Orjan. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let me just disconnect. What time is it? 3:54. We got a couple more minutes. Boom. All right, I read her already. Afia? Okay. Hi, Afia. Come on down. I was just like letting the cursor also works like that. Oh, Sherry, you're next, babe. Okay. Afia, take a deep breath in, my friend. Maybe we'll go over. It's my show. I can do what I want. All right, Afia, take a deep breath, babe. Afia. Can I have your team step forward, please? I feel relief around you, actually, because I've read you quite a few times, and I've always felt this like energy. It feels like this wave of relief is coming, like finally it feels almost like clicking and finally dropping into the flow. And so know that, whatever is happening around you, you're almost to that flow state. I know you've been doing a ton of work and working on yourself and all that stuff over the last couple years, and like I see you this flow state coming. It's like the energy is getting easier and lighter around you. It's not going to be as hard. You're clicking into that flow state. So when things start to go a little easy, don't freak out. A little easier, don't freak out. It will. It feels like it will feel weird at first, like what's going on, where did this come from? But no, like you've gone through the hard stuff and now you get the flow. That's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like a roller coaster. Tick, 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 tick. We're doing all this work. Tick, 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 tick. And we get to the top of the mountain. We go, wee. Now we come back up around and all that stuff. So we've got, the ride, but you're like at the top of that tick, 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 where you're going to start to feel that flow again. And coming in is like really big, if you could say, like refreshing energy is big, but it's going to be like this sigh. I feel a big sigh in your field coming, if that makes sense. It's kind of how this whole reading feels like, finally. It's like this relief. So the relief is coming for you. The relief is coming for you. Know that. All right. Card for please. This one? Okay. Ooh, okay. You've got an upside down card, but like I said, it doesn't mean anything bad. It just means it's number 19, flexible. So it says, when you or someone else becomes too rigid, you lose the access to growth and untapped potential and find yourself in an us versus them scenario. Loosen up, open your mind and heart, and see if a more flexible approach feels better. Rigidity will set you up for a fight when there are only losers, where there are only losers and no winners. Could you find a way to bring about a result that is mutually beneficial? Meet in the middle. Spirit makes a great mediator. So yeah, don't forget that. The flow, rigidity, yeah, there's a reason that you got that card. So like the flow, make sure to be open to a flow state, and I feel it coming in for you big time. It's been a long time coming, and it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel good. Sherry, you're standing out to me next, babe. All right, you guys, even though I gotta go here pretty quick, you can do maybe one or two more. All right, Sherry, come on down. All right, babe. Take a deep breath in. Sherry, Sherry, Sherry. Can I have your team step forward, please? Nothing is not nothing. Nothing is everything. You feel like in my mind I'm like I'm blocked. I feel like I'm not moving forward. I'm in a rut. This and that, and I'm getting like good, and it's like it is really hard when you feel this way to get unstuck by yourself. Energetically, I'm going to take some time and work on your field while we're talking, but I'm getting this like stuck is the best place to be, because it lights that fire under your ass to do something. And that's what's been happening for you. You're finding that what it is that's going to light your fire. So it's not that you're stuck, it's that you're in a learning opportunity. And I hate it when people say this. What can you learn from this? Fuck you. It's like, screw you guys. I'm going home. But I'm getting like, take this opportunity with this funk to really get to know yourself. And like I said, nothing is everything. Nothing, even if it's like, even and whether this is like you're not getting anything in meditation, or you used to get visions all the time and now you're not. Know that that does not mean that you're cut off. It does not mean that your team isn't there. It doesn't mean that you're being, but you know, this stuck place is, and I use this in my other reading, the fruitful darkness. Like, this is where you, the in spirituality, a lot of times that's where the fruit grows, is in the dark places. That is where you'll get the most out of your life, is when you're in those dark places, because those are what teach us and move us forward. And this is like, something's holding you back to wind you up, to get you to that point where you take off. And I see this, it's like you're this stuck feeling that you're getting is just giving you the ammunition you need to fall down the right rabbit hole, and it's going to light you up again, big time. So the stuckness you feel is actually kind of like this weird dark cradle. It's kind of interesting. They're showing it to be like this weird dark cradle that you're almost, it's like a dark gestation period is what they're showing it to me as. Like, so when you feel stuck and unhappy, and I don't know why they're giving me the word unworthy, but I'm going to say it because they're giving that to me. So, and unworthy and things like that. It's like, what, who was it here earlier? Like, flip the lens. It's like, you know, they're giving this metaphor for you too. Like, when you get your eyes checked at the eye doctor, we're like, better, worse, and they flip the lens, like, flip the lens around, see it differently, and find the gift wrapped in shit paper, as I like to say, the gift wrapped in shit paper, because it's in there. And this is actually just an opportunity that's kind of honing your focus to what you really want to do to light you up. And at that point that will come. So try and see it. Easier said than done, I know. I'm just the lady on TV talking out her ass, right? Or on your computer talking out her ass. But if you can find a way to be okay with the stuckness and open to what it has to teach you, it is just going to rev it up even more, and it's going to get here even faster. So I'm sorry you're feeling stuck. It sucks to be spiritually stuck. I know it's a terrible place to be. It feels like life just ends here, especially if it's something you're used to. So, babe, you're welcome to say it. Gift wrapped in shit paper. I don't know where I got that, but because I'm fucking witty, bitches. That's why. All right, babe. Here is your card. It's the deep freeze card. See, you're just in a winter, and that's a great way to put it. You're just in a winter, and what comes after winter? Spring. Always. The sun always rises, spring always comes. 26. All right. I may have coined gift wrapped in shit paper. I don't know. I've been saying it for so long. Who knows? It says the cold winter beckons you to slow down and put a freeze on things that are not yet ready to bloom. It's time for regeneration and hibernation. Forgo ambitious activity. A pregnant pause allows ideas to gestate, projects to shift and change, and relationships to go through a dreamy state of being, not going anywhere, not needing to. This is also a time to put all your arguments on ice. Nothing beneficial will come from any of them. Self-care is the most important activity right now. So reflect, read a good book, or get a massage, rest, and dream. I love you. Thank you for being here, Sherry. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do have to run. I do want to pick a group card, though. And I want to say, you know, even though I am not taking clients for the next couple of weeks, doesn't mean we can't work together in September, y'all. Once I get a little healing to the brainy brain. It's just this stuff is exhausting, weirdly, more exhausting than, say, like gardening or like running. That's the strangest thing. I'm going to pull a group card for everybody. And please, thank you guys so much. Please like, subscribe, follow, hit that that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping stuff. I'm trying to get more involved on my page. I do a weekly card pull on the weekends for the next week, and then we do these readings. But I'm trying to get more involved, So hit that notification button and all that stuff. Yeah. All right, beautiful people. And thank you again so much. All right. Yes, I'm listening to you, Will. I'm sharing this. So here is my information as I open my mouth. This is my link tree, and you can find all of me there all the time. That also is the link to my Buy Me a Coffee. I know things are tight for everybody right now, but it helps me to be able to continue to be able to do the freebies, and it really helps me a lot. So if you enjoyed today, I would greatly appreciate anything is possible. Anything is appreciated. It is never required, though. Please know that is never required. These are not paid readings. I do not do them paid. Oh, yeah, our group card, bitches. Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. Thank fucking God. This year, like I said, life's been lifey. Is that what it said? Life's been lifey? Life on life's terms. Meh. All right, group card. Here you go, number 23. We've gotten fives for weeks now. That's crazy. The Fortune's Wheel is a sign that luck has found the right timing in your life. You have the magic touch and everything turns to gold. There is nothing you can do wrong. You only need to hold what you desire as your intention, and it becomes true. Do not waste this power on trifling things. Dream big, for surely this opportune moment will pass. Such is the nature of Fortune's Wheel. Use the creative power of the Fortune's Wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. Use it only for your own gain, and you will be left impoverished and with the bitter taste of squandered opportunity. Fortune's Wheel comes unannounced. Notice the early signs, the coincidental encounters, and seemingly magical and synchronous events that herald its arrival. That call, that email, that invitation, that chance encounter was no accident. They were all choreographed by Fortune. Do not wait any longer. Carpe diem. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that is required. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you next week.